Trump 5
Say
times.
5.
Yep,
How'd you
5
vote
times.
for him 5 times?
Primaries.
Why are you still supporting Trump?
America First agenda.
What's America
Mainly-
First about funding Israel?
Yeah, I don't know about the Israel thing. I just think having Israel as
That's
a
not
stabilized
America
nation
First,
there.
though. That's not America
well,
First,
we have
though.
interest. We have interests all across the world. I don't really know if I can.
What
defend
interests?
Israel or not.
What interests?
Well, we're kind of in the Middle East there, and Jerusalem is probably something protecting, and having Israel there actually protects Palestine more than people understand. At least that's the way it's
No,
been
I
explained
think
to me.
I think a country that actively participates in G-side isn't beneficial. But how about the $20 billion to Argentina? How is
yeah, I don't
that
know about
America
that one.
First?
I don't know about that
You don't
one.
know about
Nobody's
that one?
really-
I
Well,
highly
let me
suggest you go look
explain.
that up because the
I don't know
ideology of
completely
America
about that
First is
one.
not a thing that the Trump administration actually has an offer. Because if America First was the
Okay, just ranting
primarily
time.
ideology, well, no, because America First isn't what the Trump administration wants. You understand that, right?
Having Argentina destabilized there is probably not in our best interest, especially in the big continent of South America. But that's all I get. I don't know. You liberals are all freaking out about Argentina.
Not a
I
liberal.
don't really know. Okay, well, you
I'm
Democrats.
not a liberal, though.
Democrats.
Not a
Team
Democrat
Democrat.
either.
Well, you
Not a
did vote
Democrat
for
either.
Trump, so you're the other side. You're Team Democrat, in my opinion.
This is not football politics. I don't believe in that ideology.
I do.
American
So-
citizens are actively losing their lives right now. This is not a political football game.
Actively losing their lives. What do you mean by that? I mean,
People
lose
are
their lives
losing
every
their
day.
health care benefits.
Oh, because
People
because
lose their
Democrats
lives
came
every
up
day
with
in the
something
ideology
ACA?
of that's how life works, but people shouldn't be losing their lives at a higher extreme where people can't afford their pharmaceutical necessities.
I mean, the ACA was never affordable. That's we were telling you guys for that from the start when you were passing that in, 12 or something. I mean, screaming at the roof, don't pass this, don't pass this. It's not
And
sustainable.
it benefits the average American citizen. So why does the Republican Party
All it
want to cut
did-
that entirely?
All it did was kick the average American off their plan, then create a more expensive plan.
So what's the plan to replace the ACA with?
I don't know at this point. You guys.
I
can
thought he
maybe
had a
figure
plan
that
for
out.
healthcare. I thought he had a plan. Oh, no, correction. He had a concept of a plan for healthcare.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're going to do until you absolutely get in. I mean, Kamala was just word salad the entire time. She didn't know
Who?
what was going
Who?
on. Kamala?
Who?
Kamala
Who?
Harris?
Who?
Are you an owl?
Who?
Kamala Harris?
You mean Madam Vice President Harris? Her.
Former Vice President Harris.
No, Madam Vice President Harris, right?
Former
I don't
Vice President
understand.
Harris.
I don't understand why in society we choose to only use the first name of women, but we use the last name for men. So when people want to address her, we use Harris.
I just said Kamala
That
Harris.
is that
her
is the
full
proper
name.
way.
But I can refer to her as former Vice President Harris if you'd like. That's more appropriate. I understand.
It's just basic respect. But again, I see.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're just a misogynist pig. And all you do is
Yeah,
whine.
I mean, sure. All I'm doing is whining.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're right.
So what has he done to benefit the average American citizen?
Let's see. We're deporting all the illegal invaders.
What makes him illegal?
They're in here illegally. They've crossed the border
What makes
illegally.
it illegal?
we
How
have
did they cross the
laws.
border illegally?
They
What
came
law?
into the country illegally. 18,
How?
13 USC, something like that. 18, whatever. USC, something. I don't know the exact code.
So you don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah, I know that crossing the border without doing it properly is illegal. Yeah, I do know
Number
that.
one, no. Again, no person is illegal on stolen land. Number one. Number two,
Oh, you're one of
according
those.
to 8
Okay.
USC 1158
All right.
states,
Well,
you
you're
don't
gonna
have
get
to
laughed
go
out of
through
a court
under
saying
under
that.
8
I mean, you'd be
USC
laughed at.
under 8 USC 1158. It states that you do not have to go through a port of entry. That you could come up on a goddamn submarine. You could skydive from the sky, and you have 365 days in order to claim asylum. You're not
incorrect.
explaining to me which law they broke.
They came into
Did
the
you
country
say
illegally.
incorrect or correct?
Yeah, no, incorrect. Totally incorrect.
How is that incorrect?
You can't,
That
you can't
is-
just magically come in here for
that is 8 USC
365 days.
1158. That is
Okay.
8 USC 1158.
Well, good luck with that one because that's not the way that we're enforcing.
That is the
we're
law.
enforcing
8 USC 1158
okay.
is the asylum law.
Okay. Well, they didn't properly claim asylum. They're not.
What's the proper
claiming-
way to claim asylum according to 8
well,
USC 1158?
One, you don't just enter the country. You need to come.
That's
to the port
what
of
8
entry
USC 1158
prior.
states. 8
Okay.
USC 1158 states that.
Well, good luck with
so
that.
You don't
ICE-
agree with, so you
ICE
don't agree with our
disagrees,
laws.
CBP
So you don't
disagrees,
agree
the
with our
sheriffs
laws. So you
disagree.
don't agree with our laws. You don't agree with our laws.
Well,
You don't agree with our laws. You don't agree with our laws. You don't agree with our laws. You don't agree with your laws.
Are you a child? I mean, I have children that act more mature than you are right now, ma'am.
Again, 8 USC 1158 states any alien who is physically present in the United States, whether or not at a port of entry, including an alien who is brought to the United States after having been interdicted in international or United States waters.
Okay.
So you do not have to go through a port of entry. Therefore, my statement of skydiving or coming up on a submarine to step onto U.S. soil or in U.S. waters, you have 365 days in order to claim asylum.
That's amazing.
So me making that statement is not incorrect and according to this law.
Did they come through the front door? Did they come through the gate? Did they come through border
They don't
control?
have to.
Oh,
they don't have to.
They can just break in
You
here.
can cross through the border, and you have
Anywhere across
365
the
days
border.
to claim asylum. That is what 8 USC 1158 states.
Right. Okay. And if they don't do that, they're still illegal aliens.
No.
Yeah,
They have
they're totally illegal
They
aliens.
have 365 days.
Oh, but they didn't do that though. What if they don't?
Can you show me who? Can you?
I don't. I'm just.
Then
it's
those are
hypothetical.
gotaways.
What do you
Those
mean
are
gotaways?
gotaways.
They're just here forever.
That wonderful magical number that man you voted 5 times in a row for.
Yeah, I could've
that
voted
magical
6.
number that makes your guys' little brain feel good and stuff like that. That was a made up number.
Does that make you feel better that I have a little brain? All right, I'm a little brain.
Well,
guy.
it's accurate. You guys have
right.
this thing called an overridden amygdala. Where you guys
I've
can't
heard
tell
that
the
one
difference
before.
between facts
Do
and
you guys
feelings.
all learn this in your gender study class in
No,
college?
actually, I
Where do you
learned
guys
this in
learn
my
all these?
psych. I learned
Where do
this
you
from
guys
my
all learn
psych
this?
class. Actually,
You guys all talk the same, though. It sounds like you're in a cult.
I love to talk about
kinda
myself
cult
and my
behavior.
achievements. So basically, what happened with
you in a
me is I was
cult?
able to receive my bachelor's degree 6 months early.
Are you in a cult? You all sound the same.
Because of the fact that I did this
job.
study on the idea of the overridden amygdala.
What did you get a career in
Right.
this?
So the overridden amygdala is that part
Did
of
you
your
get a
brain that
career
tells
in
the
this
difference
field?
between fact and feeling, right? Tells you the difference between facts and feelings.
Is there a reason why you want to?
So
meet
when
me?
I wrote this paper, I wrote a slide, basically a really weird paper towards Trump supporters and explaining to them how they're genuinely in a really dangerous parasocial
Nobody cares about what you
relationship
did in college.
and can't tell the
Nobody.
difference between facts and feelings.
I've been out of college for 20 years, and seriously, nobody gives a crap what I did in college. Besides, I drank beer and
So
hit on hot
again,
girls.
you saying that my statement about 8 USC 1158 was wrong is wrong on your behalf because
Well,
again, 8
because our
USC
country-
1158 is in
Okay.
the books.
Well, good luck with that, and you should fight that in court, because that would be the proper channel for it. If you so believe this.
This is the law.
Okay, well, what our borders are disagrees. Let's see, ICE disagrees. CB Border Patrol disagrees. Sheriffs disagree. So we're
No,
gonna
they
come
don't
after-
actually.
we're
They just
coming
don't follow
after-
the law. They don't follow the law. And Trump
Oh,
doesn't understand the law either because you guys like to deem a bunch of people who are brown as illegals and not actually address
No,
the
they're
real
actually all
problem.
races. They come from Russia, and Hispanic is actually the white race. By the way, Hispanic is not its own race, so that would be my own people, I guess. But we're still going to deport every single one of them, or as many as we can get, and you're going to freak out
Why?
about it. You're gonna cry about it.
Why are we deporting people?
Because
Our
they hurt
country was built
America,
on the
they
back of
commit
immigrants.
crimes.
No, they
Legal
don't.
immigrants.
The
No, actually-
largest demographic that causes the
wasn't.
most crime are white men.
Our country
the
was
largest
built on
demographic
settlers,
that
ma'am.
No,
Do you
it was
understand the
not. It was
difference
built on the
between
back of
settlers and
immigrants. It was built
No,
on
no,
the
no.
back of
Immigrants
immigrants. It was
came
built on the back
after
of
settlers,
immigrants and enslaved people, done by
okay.
white people. White people enslaved brown and black people to build shit for them. White
Mm-hmm.
people haven't done anything that's beneficial for this country whatsoever. If anything, we've actually actively destroyed the country. So when we're talking about immigrants,
should
immigrants
fix it,
have done
then.
a lot better for this country than the average American
How
citizen.
many illegal aliens do you have living in your house?
Again, I don't deem anyone as illegal.
How many immigrants do you have living in your house?
I'm technically an immigrant.
How many immigrants besides yourself do you have
I'm
living in your
technically an
domicile?
immigrant.
Why
I'm
don't you?
technically an
Why aren't you
immigrant.
taking any of these people into your own house? Because you want me to take them in, and you want me to pay for them.
This is
Why
not
aren't
your
you
house.
taking
The
them
U.S.
in?
The U.S. country
It's
is
our
the
house.
U.S. is
It's
not
our
your
house,
No,
ma'am.
it's not. It's not a house.
Well,
Again,
I'm a
on the
citizen.
what does it say at the bottom of
And
the
I
Statue
also
of Liberty?
swore an oath to
what
the
does
federal
it say at the bottom of
Constitution,
the
the state
Statue of Liberty?
Constitution of
What does it say
Wisconsin.
at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty?
That's
What does
not
it
our
say at the bottom of
policy.
the Statue of
I
Liberty?
don't-
What does the bottom of the Statue of Liberty say?
Is that our policy? Is that where our laws are?
What
written on
does the bottom of the Statue of
from France?
Liberty say?
Do you know who made
what
the Statue
does the
of Liberty?
bottom of the
Do you know what
Statue of
country made it for us?
France gave it to
there
us.
you go. There you
So
go.
what is at the bottom of the Statue
Do you
of
know
Liberty,
what color
though?
it was when we first
What is
received
at
it?
the right now? It was green, and then it turned to copper.
It turned
Or
to
vice
copper?
versa. It was copper,
yeah,
and then it
you're right. There
became
you go.
green.
Yep,
But
there
again,
you go.
that's completely. What does the bottom of the Statue of Liberty say?
It says this is not law. This is just like feel good language.
Wow, you don't know how to read, do you?
I've never been there, but I'm sure it says, "Give me your tired, give me your weak, give me something from France."
Give me your tired, give me your poor, give me your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse for your turning sword. Right.
And you can come through the front door like
saying that we are going to take forward. We are going to take people in. Right. So
legally.
When we had like Staten Island and other things, they didn't go through the proper channels. They just signed a book and just went through forward. Right. So after we implemented Title 8, which is our immigration code, we therefore had more laws on the book, and you won't agree with 8 USC 1158, which is on the books, and you can't tell me what makes someone an illegal.
They enter the country incorrectly.
And what is that? What makes it incorrect? Under what law?
Well, let's see here. They're not given a green card. They're not given a visa.
You don't need to necessarily have a green card. You don't need to have a green card.
If I were to go to Canada, none of this would apply. I mean,
okay, what country do you and I live in? What country do you and I live in?
The greatest country on earth, the United States.
Not really, though. But what's the country we live in right now?
Leave. Do you want to go to Venezuela with me?
No, I actively stay here because there needs to be a change here, right? Actively needs to be a change.
You should go to Venezuela. I hear it's beautiful. I
don't want to go to. I was born here. I was born here, and I want to fix my country. I want to fix my country from mediocre people like you who want to destroy it. Then you should have got
former Vice President Harris
elected. That is what I want to
so
do for this country because apparently mediocre men and mediocre women can't comprehend the fact that they voted for a man who is a felon, who doesn't have the betterment for the U.S. and doesn't care about you nor myself. You are what's wrong with this country.
I love that. He loves everyone. He loves you even.
You are actively the reason that is wrong.
Why do you keep muting me? That's very rude of you. It's kind of fascist, too.
Define fascism. Define fascism.
Let's see here. Destroying speech. Eliminating your political
opponents. Shit. It's almost like what Trump's doing. Huh. I'm glad you can connect the two.
Well, you guys seem to be
He's violated the First Amendment.
Do you know how many TikTok lies I get banned from? It's crazy.
And it makes sense because you're an absolute piece of fucking shit.
Why? We're just having a conversation.
You know what?
Why don't you guys want to talk to me?
You know what?
Am I too good for you guys?
No, you are the absolute bottom of the barrel.
Bro?
But hang on, wait, let's take a second. Let's take a second here, right? Let's breathe for a second.
Ooh, I like the music.
Ready?
Thank you. Ooh, this is a good song.
Let's breathe for a second.
Uh-oh, you're gonna ban me. Here it comes. Here comes the fascism. Here comes the fascism. Here comes the fascism. 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 And you're blocked.
It has to do with the enhanced ACA subsidies.
Thanks for
They're
that.
set to expire